All right, Footy Fanatics, let's recap round 15 of the 2025 NRL season in a minute flat. We nailed 4 out of 5 predictions this round, which is a fantastic effort in such a tricky, origin-affected week. Here's the quick rundown. Sharks versus Dragons. We tipped the Sharks, and they delivered with a solid 30-18 win. Titans versus Sea Eagles. This was our only miss. We backed Manly, but the Titans pulled off a big upset, winning 28-8. Knights versus Roosters. We predicted the Roosters to win a close one, and they did, edging out the Knights 12-8. Cowboys versus Dolphins. We picked the Dolphins, and they absolutely dominated, smashing the Cowboys 58-4. What a statement. Rabbitohs versus Bulldogs. We had the Bulldogs, and they got the job done, beating the Bunnies 24-18. What's up, Footy Fanatics? Welcome back to the channel, and boy do we have a massive one for you today. It's round 16 of the NRL, and after digging deep, I mean deep, into every stat, every team list, every expert opinion, and even some old school footy wisdom, I'm here to give you my undisputed tips and predictions for every single game this weekend. You guys rely on me for these tips, and trust me, I've left no stone unturned. This round is particularly juicy with the state of origin impact, so let's break it down. First things first, the BYEs for round 16. We've got the Canterbury Bulldogs, the Manly Sea Eagles, and the St. George Illawarra Dragons all getting a well-deserved rest. So if those are your teams, enjoy the break, you deserve it. Kicking off round 16 on Friday night, we have the West Tigers taking on the Canberra Raiders at Campbelltown Stadium. Now the Tigers surprised a few last week with a gritty win, and they get some crucial cavalry back with Fanua Pole and Alex Twal returning. Plus, Lachlan Galvin is back at 5'8", which means Apai Coruscant can get back to his electrifying best at hooker. For the Raiders, they've been a bit hot and cold, but Hudson Young backs up from Origin, and we see a debutant in Jed Stewart on the wing, son of Coach Ricky Stewart, a proud moment for the family. My prediction? The Tigers, with their home crowd behind them and those key inclusions, are going to be tough to stop. I'm tipping the West Tigers to win. My confidence rating, high. Winning margin percentage, Tigers have a 52.8% chance. I'm seeing this as a close one, probably by 1 to 12 points. Next up, a Saturday afternoon blockbuster that has everyone talking. The New Zealand Warriors host the Penrith Panthers at Go Media Stadium. The Warriors are always a different beast at home, and they'll be fired up. They also get Wade Egan back at hooker, which is massive for their attack. Now here's the kicker for this game. Penrith, in a massive call, are resting all their Origin stars. That's Dylan Edwards, Nathan Cleary, Isaiah Yeo, Brian To'o, and Liam Martin all sitting out. Their depth is incredible, but going into New Zealand without that core group, that's a huge challenge. So for me, this is a clear-cut Warriors victory. My confidence rating very high. Winning margin percentage. The Warriors have a 76% chance of winning this one, and I'm predicting a comfortable 13-plus point win for the Waz. Later on Saturday, we head to Perth for the Dolphins versus the Newcastle Knights. The Dolphins are absolutely flying, scoring points for fun. Hammer Tabuai Fido is named to back up, and young gun Isaiah Katoa captains the side. But the Knights aren't coming to make up the numbers. They get massive boosts with Dom Young, Bradman Best, and Tyson Frizzell all returning, plus Kalen Ponga is named to back up from Origin. This is going to be a fascinating battle of attacking flair against defensive resilience. I'm leaning towards the momentum here. The Dolphins to get the win. My confidence rating, high. Winning margin percentage. Dolphins are at 81% to win, and I'm predicting they'll win by 10 points or more. Saturday night prime time, the South Sydney Rabbitohs face the Melbourne Storm at Accor Stadium. The Bunnies desperately need a win, and they'll have Latrell Mitchell backing up from Origin, and potentially Cody Walker and Campbell Graham returning. Huge ins if they play. However, Keon Kolomatangi is still looking unlikely. The Storm, on the other hand, have named all their Origin contingent. You know what you get with the Storm: clinical, disciplined, and relentless. This is a tough assignment for Souths. I'm tipping the Melbourne Storm to win. My confidence rating, high. Winning margin percentage, the Storm have an 83% chance, and I'm looking at a 13-plus point victory for Craig Bellamy's men. Moving into Sunday afternoon, It's the Brisbane Broncos up against the Cronulla Sharks at Suncorp Stadium. The Broncos have been a bit up and down, but they're always a formidable force at home. The Sharks are sitting pretty on the ladder and will want to continue their strong season. Both teams will have origin players backing up, which always adds a layer of unpredictability. The Sharks' backline depth has been tested with injuries. This is going to be a cracker, but I'm backing the home advantage and the urgency of the Broncos. Broncos to win. My confidence rating, medium-high. Winning margin percentage. Broncos are at 62%, and I'm expecting a tight one here, a 1-12-point win for Brisbane. Next up on Sunday, we have the Sydney Roosters battling the North Queensland Cowboys at Alliance Stadium. The Roosters have copped a few blows with Sam Walker out for a month, plus Nat Butcher, Victor Radley, and Egan Butcher also missing. That's a significant chunk of their key players. The Cowboys also have their own injury woes with Tamalolo and others. While the Roosters are at home, their depleted squad makes this interesting. However, the Roosters still have quality across the park. I'm tipping the Sydney Roosters to win. My confidence rating, medium. Winning margin percentage, Roosters are at 74%, and I think they'll get it done by 1-12 points, but it could be a grind. And finally, to close out round 16, we have the Parramatta Eels facing the Gold Coast Titans at Bankwest Stadium. The Eels are desperate for a win, and they'll be looking to turn their season around. The Titans, despite being near the bottom, showed some real fight last week, and they get massive boosts with David Fifita and Jojo Fifita returning. That's huge for their attacking threat. This game is incredibly tough to call, as both teams have been inconsistent. This is a gut feeling one. I'm going to back the Parramatta Eels to pull off the win at home. My confidence rating, low-medium. This is a tricky one. Winning margin percentage. The models are split, with some leaning Titans, 56%, but I'm going with the Eels, 44% on some models, by 1-12 points. It's a true toss-up. So there you have it, my official tips and predictions for NRL Round 16. It's shaping up to be a fantastic weekend of footy, with some huge games and a lot on the line for many teams. Let me know in the comments below who you are tipping this week. Do you agree with my picks? Disagree? Let's get the conversation started. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our weekly NRL content. Good luck with your tipping this week, and I'll catch you in the next one. Go you good things.